Hey everyone, my name is Kristoffer Fu. I am a private wealth advisor and CEO of Maven Bridge Capital, a private wealth management company out in Orange County, California. I've been helping families and businesses build generational wealth for the last 15 years. And in today's video, we're going to talk about one of the biggest mistakes that most people make when it comes to saving for their retirement plan and the 4 things you can do if you find yourself in this situation. So stay tuned. Now, having been a wealth advisor for the past 15 years, I've met a lot of amazing families and business owners and have had the privilege to help them build generational wealth and live fulfilling lives. Now, on my journey, I've encountered many obstacles and challenges that I've had to help my families with. But the one thing that I've noticed the most is that when people leave their job, or they get laid off, or they even retire, they make a huge mistake by ignoring and doing nothing with their old retirement plan. The most common of these is a 401k. It pains me every time I encounter this because I know the impact that the mistake can be for a person's financial future. You do not know how many times I've met with someone for the first time, and 9 times out of 10, I'll get asked this question, "Hey Chris, I have this old 401k from years ago. What do I do with it?" But I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised anymore because when I hear that, I've been in the industry for so long and learning about things like behavioral finance and just understanding how people think, I get it. We all have busy lives. We get caught up and get distracted with other things. Now, of course, right, if you left your job for a new one, your attention and focus is going to be on the new job and getting your feet wet and off to a fast start, and probably not thinking about what do I do with my old 401k. If you were recently let go, your focus is on finding that new job, and so you can continue to earn that paycheck and life won't get disrupted. And believe it or not, I've met a lot of retirees and they don't know what to do with their 401k because a lot of them have not planned around it, not prepared for it, and just don't know what to do. If you find yourself in one of these situations, I'm going to share with you the 4 different options you have when it comes to what should you do with your 401k, 403b, any type of employer retirement plan. But the one thing I cannot stress is do something. Do not put it off until later because you could be doing yourself, your family, and your future a huge disservice by not making this a priority. You could be missing out on potential growth by not deciding. Remember, this is your hard-earned money we're talking about, and in order to reach financial freedom, you have to take control of what you can control. So your first option when it comes to that retirement plan that you've left behind, you can leave it there. Now you might be saying to yourself, but Chris, you said make a decision and do something. And that's actually making a decision to leave it there. However, don't do this blindly. You want to make sure that you understand what that means to you by leaving it there. Do you regularly review that account to make sure that the investments are up to par and they're fitting your goals and your risk tolerance and you're getting the growth that you seek? You also want to find out what are the fees that you're paying if you don't know them already. And also have those fees changed since you're no longer employed by the company. Keep in mind, you're also not allowed to make any more contributions into that plan, and also you might not be allowed to take any more loans since you're no longer with the company. So make sure you understand and review all of your options by leaving it there. Now, option 2, if you have a 401k plan with your new employer, you can decide to roll over that old 401k plan into your new one. Now, some reasons you might want to consider this is consolidation. Having your assets in one place makes it a lot easier to track the asset performance and also minimizes the number of accounts you need to maintain. Before doing this, however, you should review your new employer plan to make sure you like the investment choices that are available to you. You also want to make sure that you understand the fees and that they're not too high and they're reasonable. You will also want to check with your new employer first to make sure that they can accept that rollover and what the provisions are. You might have to wait until the next enrollment period, or you may need to satisfy, for example, a working grace period before you can move funds over. So make sure you find that information out before you do that. Now, maybe you're not pleased with the investment options available to you in your new 401k or your old 401k. Or perhaps maybe you want more flexibility to invest in other things that are not offered in your current retirement plan, and you want to do things on your own, or maybe you want the assistance of a financial advisor to help you manage those assets. If this is the case, then you can consider rolling over those funds into an IRA or individual retirement account. When you perform a rollover, you're basically just moving that money from pre-tax or Roth 401k to a similar pre-tax IRA or Roth IRA. Not familiar with a Roth IRA or Roth 401k? Be sure to subscribe, and I'll be covering that in future episodes soon. Now, when the rollover is done properly, there are no tax consequences or liabilities that you're going to need to worry about, and your earnings continue to grow tax deferred. Now, make sure you understand what fees or commissions you'll be paying with your new custodian. If you need assistance, you should consult with a financial professional or tax advisor for tax-related questions. Now, your last option is probably the most simplest, but also potentially the most costly, which is to cash out that 401k. Basically, you would contact a retirement plan administrator to request a check or a transfer to your bank account. But keep in mind, they're going to withhold 20% to prepay the federal taxes. Now, also, if you're under the age of 59 and a half, the withdrawal will be considered an early distribution, and you could potentially pay an additional 10% early withdrawal on top of federal and state taxes and local taxes, which could total more than 50% of the account value. There are certain exemptions that potentially can eliminate that 10% early withdrawal penalty, such as withdrawals for disability, medical expenses, child support, along with a few others. Be sure to consult with a financial professional and tax advisor to see if you qualify for one of those exemptions. Now, keep in mind, however, you will still potentially owe income tax on the withdrawal, so you want to be sure that this is the best financial decision for your needs. Okay, so now you guys are more familiar with what your different options are. It's time to do some research and figure out what is the best option for you and your financial situation. If you're going to seek the help of a financial professional, make sure that their recommendations are in your best interest and not theirs or their company. Be sure that you understand any and all fees or commissions that you'll be paying. Now, have more questions? Please visit our website, mavenbridgecapital.com, or shoot us an email at hello@mavenbridgecapital.com. Now, again, please do not forget the importance of making that decision, so that you can take control of your financial freedom and build generational wealth. My name is Kristoffer Fu. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if there's any other topics that you would like me to speak about, also leave that in the comments section. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day.